Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's October 30th, 2025. We got rain showers the next couple of days up here, it looks like. We got a pretty steady rain going on out here right now. It's cold, but it isn't as cold as it has been. I think it's around 40 degrees right now. Bad news is I still got a leak. So right here, you see on the floor, this was the newest one that I had found recently. But it looks like the leak that was, so our first leak that we fixed was over there. That one is set. That was the first time I got up on the roof and did the repair over there. Then, and I tried doing a repair over here, but there was a leak that persisted over here that the last time I got up on the roof, this is patched, it looks like. So I don't see any leaks coming down here. This was the worst of the leaks. Now with the good steady rains now, we got this spot here. And let me get my flashlight, see if this helps some. It's dark in here. And my battery's real low on this flashlight. But we'll see if we can point out where the leak is. And I can't really get my eyes up there. My neck is very sore today. Let's see. So this is where we saw it coming down before, but I could see a little bit of water along the edge of the plywood sheet a little bit higher there. So the leak is at least from this point on higher than this. And you can see, let me see if I can, there's splatter there, but looks like right here directly above that is about, come on camera, it's such a hard time with this, is about right, come on. All right, I'm having a hard time operating the camera and seeing at the same time. But it appears to be up, and of course it's so dark there. It appears to be quite a ways up there. So I have a small amount of material left, and I can't do it until it dries up there. So it's probably gonna be a couple of days before I can get back up there. But yeah, I got to get this patched before we get the metal roof on. So I guess it was a good thing that the boys didn't come to put the metal roof on yet, because I really want a good waterproof membrane. I mean, once the metal roof goes on, that shouldn't leak either. But for the future sake, when the neoprene seals around the attachment sites where the screws are actually attached to the plywood, if they ever do leak and the water gets down to that, however it's entering in that location, it may leak. And I just want it to last a lot longer. So it's a dark, gloomy, and somewhat depressing day today. You know, what can you do? Yesterday I got a lot of the overhead, and of course I noticed this end was wet down here because it's right next to that leak spot. But so I put a piece of plastic over it, just trying to keep the boxes somewhat dry and all. And so this is going to be one of my next focuses, but I won't get to that today because I have to get the rest of the door components up. So we need, I'm going to have to put my plywood pieces in here, get the 2x6 pieces up against here. Now I may do the plywood right off the bat. I'll go over and get some glue. I got some in the house. But I want to get the nailer across there on all of these doors first. So that's one of the things I think I'm going to focus on first. It's just frustrating. But you know, I just got to get it done. So we'll see what I record today, how much I get started here. It's pretty dark in here, it's hard to see, so I put the second floor lights on. Thank God the wall isn't there yet, so it does light things up out here pretty well. But once it's closed in, then I can get some lights up in here. I have a set of temporary lights, but I don't know if they're any good anymore because they were in the building when it got crushed, and they've been outside on a pallet for months. So who knows, they're probably no good anymore. Because I used to do is take my temporary lights, you just screw the bulbs into the sockets, and you just sort of wire tie them or nail them up temporarily, and it really allows a large area. I could do this whole section, but I can't count on anything that was in the building and has been outside for so long, especially electrical stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna get started now and see what I can get accomplished. So I just thought I'd show you my setup right here. I decided I'll use 2x6s up above for the nailer. So the nailer for eventually putting up the ceiling, I need a nailer to go all along above the header of every one of the doors. And you see there are some blocks there, so I'm going up. I got 2 of the pieces of scaffolding here. I go up, I measure the distance in between each one, write it on a piece of scrap wood, cut the boards here. I got myself a little workstation over here, compressors here to run the nail gun, miter saw here to cut some of them, and all. So I'm choosing through these boards here. These are the salvaged 2x6s that I've got stockpiled here. So we use those for the nailers above each one of these doors. And I don't know how much I'm going to show of this in video, but I just thought I'd show you the setup that I'm using. It's dark in here, got to wear my glasses because not enough light for my pupils to be able to accommodate. Here we go.
That old wood pile ain't just junk and dust. His story's stacked and iron with rust. A broken gate, a splintered beam. To some it's trash, to me it's a dream. I see a bench, I see a shed, a future where folks see the past instead. A crack don't mean the value's gone, it just takes hands to carry on. I reuse it, repurpose, give it new soul. Turn the scrap heap into something whole. If it's got life, I'll find the spark, make it shine where others see dark. If I can't use it, I'll upcycle instead. Paint it, fix it, bring it back from the dead. And if it's done, I still won't curse. I'll recycle it, send it back to the earth. That tin roof's bent and worn with time, but patch it right, it still keeps fine. Old hinges, screws, a busted chair, there's beauty hiding everywhere. Why buy new when the past still sings? Why waste the weight that wisdom brings? There's pride in saving what you can. That's how you walk like a mindful man. I reuse it, repurpose, give it new soul. Turn the scrap heap into something whole. If it's got life, I'll find the spark, make it shine where others see dark. If I can't use it, I'll upcycle instead. Paint it, fix it, bring it back from the dead. And if it's done, I still won't curse. I'll recycle it, send it back to the earth. This land don't need more waste and greed. It needs more hands that plant the seed. Old fence wire makes a sturdy trellis, and every reuse story is worth it to tell us. I reuse it, repurpose, honor what's worn, build something better than what was born. With a little work and a lot of heart, even broken things can play a part. If I can't fix it, I'll still find a way to give it back with thanks today. That's how we live, it's how we serve. Reuse, upcycle, and give the land what it deserves. Sit with me, my grown ones, you've crossed the starting line. Chasing dreams and building lives, the years have been kind. But look at me, you're elder now and 60, 70's near. Blink again and you'll be here, time shifts into high gear. God willing, 80s, 90s, a long and vibrant run. So plan your body, plan your mind while you're still in the sun. Be aware, be mindful, every choice you make today carves a road for decades out in every single way. What you eat, what you drink, what you breathe into your core builds the strength to stand tall when you're asking life for more. Choose the people at your side, the ones who fuel your fire, not the weights that drag you down, dimming your desire. Oh, my grown grandchildren, start right now, be the best you can be. For your future self is counting on the you that you'll still see. Watch the fuel you give your frame, the water, wine, or air. Every bite, each breath you take, your body keeps a score there. As the years begin to stack and joints whisper their plea, those early habits echo loud, set your older self free. Mind and muscle, heart and soul, they thrive on what you feed. Nourish well, stay sharp and strong for every coming need. Be aware, be mindful, every choice you make today carves a road for decades out in every single way. What you eat, what you drink, what you breathe into your core builds a strength to stand tall when you're asking life for more. Choose the people at your side, the ones who fuel your fire, not the weights that drag you down, dimming your desire. Oh, my grown grandchildren, start right now, be the best you can be. For your future self is counting on the you that you'll still see. When the day is done and you unwind, let it lift, not drain. Mindless scrolls or numbing haze won't sharpen heart or brain. Read, create, move, reflect, grow resourceful, grow wise. Craft a life that sparks the light in your own children's eyes. You're more than just this moment, you're a partner, leader, guide, a parent, mentor, pillar strong with legacy inside. Put in practice now, my dears, while energy is high. Habits forged in 30s, 40s, let the later years fly by. Be resilient, be intentional, design a life that sings. With every step you take today, you're shaping greater things. God willing, you'll stand tall at 80, 90, clear and bright, looking back with pride and peace, knowing you lived right. Be aware, be mindful, every choice you make today carves a road for decades out in every single way. What you eat, what you drink, what you breathe into your core builds a strength to stand tall when you're asking life for more. Choose the people at your side, the ones who fuel your fire, not the weights that drag you down, dimming your desire. Oh, my grown grandchildren, start right now, be the best you can be. For your future self is counting on the you that you'll still see. Yes, start right now, my loves, the clock is on your side. Live with purpose, live with grace, and let your spirit glide.
Well, I made some progress today, although I'd like to have gotten more done. One of the things I got done was I got the nailers that are at the same plane level as the trusses, so when the plywood ceiling goes up, we can nail all along over each one of these doors. So that's nice. That's it. Then we got the plywood strips in around, that brings it out. Remember, typically what you do is you put these jack studs up first and put the plywood on the outside, but these weren't put in, so we put those there. It's in a real rainy day today. So we got that accomplished on, I just smashed into one of my mirrors here on Doge. I got that accomplished over the two 16-foot wide sections on both sides of the main building there. So we got the nailer up there, we got the plywood trim around here, We didn't do anything with this big door yet. A lot more to be done there. And we got same thing done with both of these. Then I started putting, so this is the 2x6 that will end up having the hardware for the overhead door will mount to. And I've got to put a 2x4 in here for a nailer for the siding that will go here. I've got to put a 2x4 here for a nailer. So I've got lots of nailers to get up ultimately. But this wasn't perfectly plumb, this section or this section. This one I got completely plumb. I'll have to work on this a little bit tomorrow. You can see a little bit of the gap down there. So actually the bottom of the wall has to come in a little bit, so I'll bring that in. It's not a whole lot, but it'll have to come in. And after getting these two sections up, I've got to put a 2x12 in between this 2x6 and that 2x6. That'll give me a little bit of a, you notice I've got 5/8 of an inch, well, closer to 3/4 of an inch above this 2x6 here. That's for the plywood sheathing to slide into before you nail it up on there, just to make it easier when installing the plywood. So I'm going to have to do the same thing, get nailers in above this wall and above that wall over there as well, and do the same things here. I have some block work to do here as well. So it's coming. It's coming slower than I want it to come, but I'm slower than I want to be, and I'll just have to accept that. But each day we are making some progress, as slow as it may be. But, and each time I sort of figure this out, oh, you know, this isn't quite plumb, so I have to work on the wall some to try and get it as plumb as possible. You know, it's good by standard framing practices. I just wanted to have it as a little bit better, if at all possible. So anyways, I guess that's about it for this video, folks. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate your comments and suggestions and all that, and your thumbs up. It helps the channel out if anybody's interested in what we're doing here. Anyways, stay safe, take care, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.